did well. They did very well together. That makes sense because I noticed like some of the was different. Like one of the jerseys was covered in white tape with a number written on it. So those were some. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Oh yeah.
Good morning, Ashburn fans. Pardon me for grunting into a microphone. I'm trying to shuffle my chair around here. Here we are broadcasting from the glorious IceWorks Ice Arena in Aston, Pennsylvania, for a bright and early game against, I don't know, some team that I think I had on the schedule as Bayonne. Somebody told me it's Mid-Hudson. Some team in Jersey. I think I'll just try to remember to describe them as white, since I'm not sure I know how to correctly pronounce Bayonne, and I'm not 100% sure that's even the right team. Sorry for my lack of preparation. It's early. Cut us some slack. I mean, I know it's early for all of you too, but some of us had to get up an hour ago or more to get here and have time for the kids to warm up and get dressed. Jamie Manning should be in goal today for the Ashburn team. I'm here, so Luke is obviously here, dressed and ready to go. I can see him behind the net. But I've heard, I don't know if the coach will actually stick with it, that his rule is that if the goalie get a shutout, then they can play the next game. Otherwise, they're going to alternate. Luke was a little disappointed yesterday when he let that one goal in, but he did let a goal in. Probably our best location for shooting from the game so far. Pretty much right at the red line, and still shooting through the safety net and in through a piece of glass, but a lot less reflections on this glass than the rink yesterday, where we were shooting a lot of high angle. Still can't see the corners that well, but a lot better. Hope all the kids got a good night's sleep.
Oh, did you figure out who was going to go? You were... Okay. Well, I'll make it under John's name.
Sunday. Thank God it was late already. So that was just love the first game of tough shit.
It looks like Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
It's 1 hour later than I was. Just alternate, straight alternation.
Yeah.
Unless a kid gets a shutout, he gets it. And you get shut out, you get the next game. That's where his brother played. His brother was on the U16. Yeah, you can tell Jackson.
That's probably two.
Yep, get to the range. And the other goalie was
I just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll
say, oh yeah,
so Cassidy will
I was mad because Jackson was keyed up and then Jackson said, hey, did I not look at him? She doesn't know what's going on. And the coach was like, I just want to play.
Yeah.
And Jen and I, we had little Jordan at the time. We're dragging.
Are you in the audience sometimes? We're not even allowed.
Today's broadcast, as usual, is brought to you by coffee. Personally, I like my coffee with heavy cream. I'm a little disappointed with this. I'm drinking the IceWorks coffee. I figure, coffee really tastes better with loaded up with heavy cream. Of course, I figure life is too short not to have heavy cream in your coffee. Real cream. They have some, powdered half and half stuff here. Of course, on the other hand, I might think life is too short not to have heavy cream. My cardiologist thinks that life is too short because I have heavy cream. Looks like Shane Spadetti will take the drop, first play of the game. Zach Marshall and Landon Street out there on wing. Dylan Osterberg and Noah Robinson on defense. And here we go. White picks it up right away. 27 White tries to get through and sticked away by Noah. Sorry, I gotta pay attention to where that one break in the glass is. And of course, they got to start playing right in that corner where the one corner I can't see. I shouldn't say the one corner. I think the other corner is also not great. Shot and saved from the blue line. Easy glove save by Jamie Manning. 30 seconds into the game. We've got 24 and 30 left to go in the first half. Zach Marshall took the drop. I'm sorry, Zach Posesny. My apologies. Pass it around. Shane Stewart passes up to Will. Zach gets a stick on it right as they cross into the offensive zone. It's going to come around and way out long, rolling all the way down. That'll be icing on White. If I pay attention, maybe I can get a good shot at one of their jerseys and figure out where these guys are from. Shot back to Jimmy, I should say, off the drop. He got a nice wrister off, but deflected. Shot and hit Jamie right in the chest. Little scramble there, and looks like Will's going to come up with it. Long pass up to Shane Sewick. Shane, bounce pass off the boards to himself. Ends up in the center. Jimmy will fire it in as we come off and do a line change. As Boyd gets themselves organized, they pass it out and through. Jimmy misses a pass to his teammate, Joey. But it's going to come back around, and this time Joey will pick it up off the boards, up to Paul Allison. Paul skates across the line, a little fancy footwork to get through the defenders. Ends up being boxed into the corner. Pass it over to, I think that was Tim. It's going to come all the way out. Neutral ice right here in front of us. Long cross off the board. Spencer will pick it up on the far side. Cross to Mason. Mason pauses the beat and hands it back up. Skates all the way through, all the way down to the goalie. Puck is scored by Spencer at the point. Picked up by Paul as he was heading towards the bench. Hands it to Mason. Mason skates it into the zone. Spencer will pick it up as it squirts back out. Off the boards, I think intended for Tim. Tim ends up with it. Tim, nice job skating through. Get past the first defender. The second one tripped him up. He will head to the bench. White tries to pass it out, and Joe Chiavolino takes it away, dumps it in. Grayson chases the guy behind the net, giving opportunity for Joe to get a stick on it. It's going to come back. That's Grayson in the corner, trying to pass it into the slot. Puck comes all the way around where there's no one waiting for it, and Noah will race to get there. Puts his speed on, gets there first, but not with a lot of opportunity to do much. Joe Chiavolino and Jack Klein. Puck squirts out after some pressure. Dylan will backhand it back out of the zone. They have to come off. Dylan gets the opportunity, tries to pass it up back to Jack again. Jack will head to the bench. And White passes it out and through. It's going to come all the way down to Jamie, who sticks it away. Jamie dives for it. Can't. It's still a little out of his reach. Gets lofted up and play's going to stop. I didn't see where the puck went, to be honest. But I saw the boys' heads all go up like it got thrown up in the air. Shane Spadetti takes a drop. Puck comes out. White ends up with it. They try to pass it across, but send it out. Landon will race. Race gets there first, but loses an edge and goes down. Jack Marshall picks up the puck in the corner. I think that's Shane Spadetti, who just tries to center it. Noah Robinson gets a shot off from close to the blue line. A little high and wide, I think. Landon chases the White player. Another shot from Noah. Nice targeting, deflected down by one of the defensemen. Dylan cross to Noah. Noah off the boards, off the glass. It's hit by Zach Marshall there, right in front of us. Long shot from the blue line, well wide of the net. All right. Puck comes way down long. Shane Spadetti chases it. He will get there in time to play it. His teammates are doing a line change, so he doesn't have a lot of support. Zach's out there. He takes a shot a little bit wide of the net. It's going to come back around. Shane Suick waits for it. All right. Colin picks it up as it comes out to our defensive zone. Pass it up to Shane. That's Shane Suick. He tries to take a backhand shot. I'm not sure if it was wide. The goalie kicked it, pad save there. Hard to tell. Shane backhanded at the goalie again, who will catch and hold it this time. Relatively quiet, subdued crowd here in the stands. Let's see. A lot of folks who probably wish they had more coffee. Zach poses and takes a drop. Comes Shane Suick, gets it to Will behind the net. A little bit of a scramble, who got it back out to the slot, but White tapped it away. Puck's going to come around. Jimmy will pick it up on the far side. Ties up the offense while he hands it off to Zach. Shane Suick gets it up to Will. Will gets it across the line. Shot, deflected by the goalie, pops up high. Suick with Schneider with a rebound shot. Going to come back out. Jimmy fires it from the point, deflected again, and Shane Suick actually finds the back of the net, and the score will be 1-0 with 18 minutes and 41 seconds left to go in the first half. We've taken, according to the shot counter, we've taken 6 shots to their 2. By no means have we dominated this game. They certainly spent plenty of time down by Jamie's net, but Feels good to put the first point on the board. Tim Butler comes out for the drop. Puck squirts out past everybody, past Spencer. And Spencer gets there, but, just gets outraced by the white player, who apparently wants it more. Winds up and fires for the blue line, white. Comes back out. Joey got a stick on it, but couldn't quite snap it away. Tim up past Joey and Paul. It's going to go long. Paul will race to get there. He gets there first, and it's in that one corner. It's in the corner we can't see too well. Paul brings it out. Looks like he lost control of it somewhere in there. Joey scramble, and Paul will chase the player with the puck all the way down. They try to get it in towards the net, but Mason's there. He taps it out into neutral ice. White does a nice job moving it, doing a little box passing. Fire, and I saw Jamie reach for it, but I think it was wide. He was reaching outside of the net. Little scramble here, and I'm not sure if that was an offsides call or if the puck went up into the bench. I think that's Joe Scivolino took the drop. It's down the corner, back and forth. Mason stick on, Spencer on the far side. Puck comes out. I think that's Joey. Joey got to stick on and hit the gas, man. Accelerate. Oh, no, sorry, that's Joe Scivolino, not Joey. I saw the 7 on the jersey. Well, not only do we have 2 Joes in the team, but they both have numbers that end in 7. That just makes my life more difficult. All right, Spencer. Bounce pass off the boards, keeps it out of the zone, gets it to Jack. Jack tries to pass it up to where Grayson is. Grayson doesn't have a chance to get solid possession. White gets it, fires it down, and Jamie will stick save, then cover. Sorry for this. As usual, I'm watching the game with my eyes, not through the screen. So sometimes if I position the camera such that the post is in the way, I don't notice. I'm sorry about that. All right, there's a shot shortly after the drop. Easy pad save by Jamie, who shuffles it away into the corner. They're scrambling behind his net to get possession. Joe Scivolino is there, hands it around to Grayson, who tries to pass it up to Jack. It ends up going long. I think that's going to be icing on us, which it is.
No, the halves have already reached it. It's like, yeah, because it's Xander. Yeah, it's been moved in now.
Shane Spadetti took the drop, hands it back to Dylan Osterberg. Dylan drives it along and hesitates while he looks for a nice opportunity, eventually sends it long. For which teammate, I'm not sure, but Landon picked it up. And skated it through, got a shot off, deflected by the goalie. White defense sends it long. Dylan races to get there. Crashes the boards, giving opportunity for Joe to... Oh, sorry, that was Noah. Skated around. Shot. Saved by Manny. Puck comes long, and Shane Spadetti races to get there, shoots and just hits the goalie in the face mask. That's brutal. That was a head ringer. Landon gets the puck. White gets it away, and Noah will chase it by himself. Has plenty of time to hesitate a beat, find a teammate. He finds Landon. Landon crosses Zach Marshall. Marshall takes it across the line, skates it into the slot, backhands it. Goalie will catch it and hold. That was some pretty good teamwork there, passing back and forth. Do you ever have challenges worrying that hackers are going to steal your passwords? Why don't you just try amnesia? Just forget what they are. All right, Zach Marshall took the drop. Zach Poston took the drop. and he is battling fiercely for the puck. Will Schneider just behind him, looking on. Not a great viewpoint here from where I'm sitting. It's going to come around. Jimmy stops the puck at the blue line, fires it, hits one of the defenders. And a little scrambling here, and so definite chippiness. Looks like somebody's going to the box for that one. Looks like this guy. And we will have an Ashburn power play. I think it says North Stars or something like that on their jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Posesny took the drop. He goes out White, then passes it conveniently to Jimmy. Jimmy will skate across the line, try to get a shot off. It's right in front of the slot here, and our guys are trying to get there to get a shot. Zach Posesny took it, tries to hand it up, ends up on Will Schneider's stick. He also gets sticked away by White, and they fire at him. It gets kind of tangled up in his pad somehow. And here we go. That's Shane Sewick passes it out to Colin. Colin sends it back around to Shane. Shane rotates it around. Reduced pressure from the man advantage means he can look for the best one. Colin, a little off balance, managed to get a shot off from the blue line. Shane on the far side flicks it around, picked up by Will. Scrambled back and forth. Will's got it. He passes it out to Jimmy. Jimmy winds up and fires across through the paint. I don't even know if he was trying to hit the net or just try to get it right in for the kill shot. Will Schneider hesitates, passes it to Shane. Sewick. Shane out to Jimmy. Jimmy fires it into the slot. Goes wide and around. And ends up defense gets it out into zone. Jimmy picks it up. He'll backhand it back down. And we're going to put some fresh legs out there with 20 seconds left in the power play. We have not done a lot to capitalize on it this time. I'm sorry, I'm watching the wrong thing here. Spencer's got it in the backfield. Pass across to fellow defender, Mason. They switch positions there briefly. Paul gets it, hands it out to Tim. Tim tries to hand it up to Joey. Ends up being tied up with the defense, and he ends up taking it himself. Back to Joey. Fire. Goalie catches it, holds it. Keep doing that. This is that's some good plays. Only found the back of the net once, but had a couple good opportunities to work together. There's Tim on the far side, Paul Allison. Tim and the official's hand motion looked like he was calling it was a score, but nobody reacted like that. So I think the net came off. Right, Tim took the drop. Puck ends up bouncing back and forth between his skates. Mason and squirting out long. Mason will chase it all the way down. Gets close to the net, fires it around the boards. Paul briefly tries to pick it up. It's going to come to Joey to Tim. Paul Allison hands it up to Paul. Paul takes it across the line. Comes out, stopped by Spencer's skate right before it crosses the line, but it bounces off and White takes it across.
I think it's just for parents who can't be, like there's someone,
There's
not like a teacher that
Mason,
helps them.
forces the puck around. Paul Allison will pick it up with Tim right behind him. I don't know how if you guys can see any of that. I apologize for the camera angles. It's right along the glass. There's a White got a shot off. Nice save by Jamie. Paul Allison puts the gas on, brings it around, hands it up to Joey. Joey takes it across the line, back into the corner, under pressure all the way around. Paul just right behind him. It's going to come all the way out, bouncing over Noah's stick, all the way down. That'll be icing on White. I'll take this moment to have a sip of that coffee I was talking about earlier. Joe Scivolino takes a drop. Out to Grayson. Grayson gets a stick on it. Just kind of hands it to the corners. Jack passes it back to him. He tries to get it back into the slot. Scivolino picks it up after a little scramble there. Nobody had control. It's going to come all the way out. Jack taps it in. Back into the zone. Joe Scivolino will chase it. Hands up to Grayson. Grayson takes a shot off. It's a little bit wide. Dylan stops it, keeps it in the zone. Hands it back to Joe. I think that's Jack out there as well, all contending up against the boards. Noah gets kind of shoved and off balance, manages to whack the puck back and keep it in the play. Grayson picks it up, turns it around, sends it back around behind the net. Joe Scivolino tries to pick it up, but White's right there. They get to it first. They try to make a pass. Jack intercepts, does a nice spin move and right into a shot, saved by the goalie, who will hold on to it. Shane Spadati takes the drop. Let's see here. Colin keeps it in play, pounds it back. Zach Marshall picks it up to Landon. Landon sends it out, but there's nobody there, and Colin has to go chase it. He will take it all the way around. Tries to send it up to Landon. Landon is not quite where he was supposed to be. All right, so back and forth by Zach Marshall, loses his stick. Backhand shot by Jimmy as he skates it all the way down. I was distracted by, I guess you get distracted when they lose their sticks. What's going on with the stick? I know that's not that important, but it's distracting nonetheless. Back and forth from Jimmy to Colin, back to Jimmy, up to Shane. Shane backhands it into the zone. He'll pick it up behind the net, or try. Lost a glove. Spencer comes in. I think that's Spencer. No, that must be. That's still Zach Marshall. I could only see the 3 on the jersey. Siwick, long cross up to Will Schneider. Will, no one him the goalie, takes it in, deflected by the goalie. Nice opportunity. White tries to pass it through. It can pass through their own guys, and Colin will pick it up. Colin scrambles, trips. They're calling tripping on Colin, even though he's the one who fell down. I think it actually slash rather. That happened just before he got tripped. Seems a little bit of injustice there, but I'm not a referee. My opinion is not important here. So we will have a penalty kill for 2 minutes. 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the second period. We're still up 1-0. Joe Scivolino takes a drop. After White touches it, he gets it back briefly, but they're going to come up with it. And offsides on White.
Yeah.
Same lines out there. Joe Scivolino takes the drop again. Paul Allison, his one wing, while Spencer and Mason are on D. White dumps it in. Mason will get there, sends it around the boards. Unfortunately, past Spencer. White will pick it up near the point. They're going to fire. Ends up being behind the net. Chivellino scrambles to get there. They take a shot well over Jamie's head. Using that man advantage. White. Oh, very nice. Joe Chivellino gets it away from the white player. Skates it down, takes a shot. Glove save. Doesn't hold on to it, and they'll pick it back up. Spencer stops at neutral ice, hands it up to Paul. Paul takes it into the zone, but loses control in the process. Bounce pass out. Mason hesitates a beat to let Joe get off the ice, or out of the zone rather. White comes up with possession, considering we had to abandon the offense. Jack Klein tries to send it across. Spencer keeps his feet despite being shoved there. Jack gets it at the point. Doesn't keep control. White takes a shot, deflected by somebody. Shot wide of the net, hits the boards. I think Jamie just lost his stick. Got a little save with his shoulder there, I think. I don't know, he does have a stick. Somebody else lost their stick. It looked like Jamie didn't have it, but I'm sorry. The power cords caught on something. 27 White takes it in, fires it. Some kind of save there from Jamie. Didn't get, he looked like he didn't know where it was as he was trying to figure out how to knock it away. It was 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the first half. We're back to full strength. And Zach Posnes out there lining up for the face-off. Some scramble back and forth as White decides who they're going to put up. Zach gets it, unfortunately hands out to White player at the close to the point. They're going to end up with possession. Tries to get it around, and I guess I missed what happened there. There's a whistle, play stopped. No penalty. Zach with face-off again. Drops it down. Noah comes up with possession. We'll take it out of the offensive zone. And a little scramble back and forth. Unfortunately, somewhere in there we lost possession. Missed a connected pass. Zach gets a stick on it a few times, and then people pick it up and take it across the line. Skate it right in. And right past the goalie, over his shoulder, into the back of the net. And we will be up 2-0 with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half. That was some nice playing. Just get the right opportunity, makes it look easy. I guess they're leaving those guys out there because it works. So Zach took the drop again, Will Schneider, and Shane Sewick as well. After a hard fall from Zach, Shane picks up the puck, pushes it right through the paint. White taps it out. Noah will pick it up and neutralize. Bounce pass off the boards. Picks it up himself. He's gonna turn around as his offense was coming out. He goes in. Will Schneider takes over for him. Hits into the board. Puck will come around. Noah stops at the point. Taps it back up to Zach. Zach picks it up in the corner, looking for a beat. Finds Will. Unfortunately, it bounces over a stick, and White will send it long. Noah chases it. Picks it up right before the line. In the corner, he will send it up to someplace, and there's a slashing call. 2 minutes on who? Presumably some dude in white, because I don't see anybody heading towards the bench. This guy. 86 White. We'll have another Ashburn power play with 5 minutes left to play in the first half. 2 minutes on the clock, and we are up 2-0. Tim Butler ready for the drop. Paul Allison and Joey Greenland. Paul comes up with possession after the drop. Hands it back to Tim. Tim tries to skate through. White sticks it away. Joey will chase it down. It's going to come all the way around. Jimmy will pick it up back in our defensive zone. Cross to Colin. Colin back to Jimmy. So they wait for the offense to reset. Joey takes it across the line, looking for a pass. Ends up skating it all the way through and around. Finds Colin in the corner. Back to Joey. Forcing the White to shift back and forth to spread him out a little bit. Joey tries to do some sort of clever little wrap, pass it right into the slot. Can't quite capitalize. White taps it away. Colin stops it, hands it to Jimmy. Close to the center ice. Pops up close. White will, again, pound it down, forcing Colin to go chase it. Colin sends it up to Paul. Paul, a little off balance. White manages to get it in towards Jamie. He has to cover it. Hands it out to Colin. White's doing a nice job with the penalty kill here. We're having trouble really using the advantage effectively. Paul Allison takes it, and he's going to go in full throttle. Collides hard with the defenseman, and he's down, holding his head. And he's rolling to his back, and they're going to stop play for that one.
They check the goalie. They're not allowed to hit the goalie. They hit the goalie. They're not allowed to hit the goalie. You guys have been leaving their feet, and they check the goalie. They're not allowed to hit the goalie.
That is the dirty.
They're not allowed to check the goalie.
That is the dirty.
Not allowed to hit the goalie. That's right. Not
No,
allowed to check
it's
the
only
goalie.
dirty when there's a kid fucking laying on the ice and can't move. That's when it's dirty, okay? It is. It is.
They have a lot of spirited arguments between two angry moms. Paul Allison's out there lying on the ice. His mom is arguing with somebody else about, which is the dirty hit. I don't know if any of you guys can hear that on stream, but he's fortunately these kids are made out of rubber, and they tend to bounce back. But it looked to me like it was Paul went down not because of a dirty hit. I mean, the guy was just standing there, and Paul crashed into him. But you can go back. You have the advantage. You can rewind the footage and see the hit again, potentially, if you want. I just hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Luke's little sister's always amazed at how much these guys get hurt, and then they just manage to walk off the ice anyway. They try to explain that either you get your head rung for a hard hit, or you get the wind knocked out of you. In this case, it looks like he's holding his neck, like he got something stick caught him in the neck. There's various things where, you just need a minute. They're wearing pads, they're wearing helmets. We still have 32 seconds left on an Ashburn power play. Shane Spidetti lines up for the face-off. We got Jack Klein and who's on the far side? I should know their lines by now. Grayson on offense. It's going to come out. Mason and Spencer on D. Skittering past Mason. He has to go chase it down. Brings it all the way down. Nice pass up. Jack Klein. Briefly got a stick on it. Mason to Spencer, back to Mason, stringing out the defense, or the offense, I should say. Spencer looks like a kind of lost control of it there, and 17 White got it away from him. Spencer fighting in the corner, hands it off to Shane. I'm sorry, Joe Scivolino. He's the one who actually was doing those fancy moves out there. Spencer in the corner. Gets the stick on it. It's going to come out to Grayson. Grayson will get it out into neutral ice and shoots a little wide of the net. Bounces a little around. Spencer will pick it up neutral ice, sends it back in. Grayson has to get off, giving Wett an opportunity to get more solid possession. It's going to come out with Zach Marshall coming off the bench in the right place at the right time, trips up the White offense, and he comes up with possession. It was a little back and forth. It was more complicated than that. All right. Shane Spadetti out there in the corner. Zach Marshall helping. It's going to come out. Dylan keeps it in play, giving an opportunity for Landon to pick it up. Zach Marshall just reaching with his stick. It got lofted high, and play stopped. They're coming all the way down. One minute, 44 seconds left in the first half. Shane Spadetti lines up with the face-off. He's moving slow, hits it into the referee's boot. After some back and forth, it's going to come up, and Zach Marshall will come up with possession. He will take it across the line, skates it into the slot, loses it, but Shane gets a rebound shot. Noah Robinson swoops in, looks for that high angle shot. Goldie stops it and leaves it in the paint. Defenseman hits it away. Dylan did a nice job trying to keep it in play. He gets caught the power cord again. All right. Landon skates it right into the paint. Backhand shot saved by the goalie, who falls on it, holds on to it. Zach Posney takes a drop. He's got it in between his feet. Will Schneider sends it around. Will Schneider. Jimmy also had a stick on there. Shane Siwick. Oh, nice backhanded shot and a quick spin to keep himself moving at it. He's going to come up. Will Schneider snooping in from the other direction. Tries to get a shot off. There's a scramble. Goalie's out of position. He falls on it. He's going to hold it. 39 and a half seconds left to go in the first half. We are still up 2-0. Zach Posney with face-off. Will Schneider and Shane Siwick out there as well. Zach got him between his feet, protecting it. We used to see that move a lot last year. Shane Siwick has it behind the net, passes out, I think intended for Zach Posney, but didn't quite connect. Colin Cole will take it all the way back and around, looking for the pass, gets it, tries to pass it up and gets tapped and has to try it twice, but it gets her eventually. That's Zach Posney, takes it all the way down, getting glommed onto the boards by more and more players. Now the entire white team is just holding in there while the clock runs out, and we will finish the first half at 2-0. They've whoever's running the clock just put 16 minutes up. I don't know if that's intended to be how long the break is. It seems like a strange number to put up there. But we'll be back. I think they clean the ice each time. So refs are moving the nets out. We'll have a good long break. I'll leave the stream running, probably put it on mute, drink a few cups of coffee.
16 minutes, like was it second day?
Yeah. I'll pan over so we can see the scoreboard here. run some ads. Time to go to the snack bar. For all of you at home, that means, these breaks have been so long, you could probably run down to get yourself a sausage biscuit from McDonald's. It's usually on the dollar menu. It's like the most calories you can buy for $1. Yeah. I don't remember how many. As a wise man once said, don't quote me on this. Yeah. I told a joke earlier about my passwords being protected by amnesia. But, honestly, I was up all night trying to remember the difference between insomnia and amnesia. Promotional consideration for today's broadcast also brought to you by tequila. Tequila, it won't solve all of life's problems, but it's worth a shot. I was helping Luke's sister with math homework, and I think math is really important. I told her, the secret to it is that math is really 40% ability and 70% hard work. A couple years ago, I bought my wife a refrigerator for her birthday. I know a refrigerator is not a particularly romantic gift, but you should really see how much it lit up her face when she opened it. Like a lot of people, I've grown my beard out during the pandemic since I'm not going to the office, and it just seemed like a fun thing to do. But I'm thinking about shaving it off. I'm not sure my electric razor will handle it though. But as my son pointed out, a regular old plain straight razor is still cutting edge technology.
Like when it was up? Okay.
You realize you go through life just collecting people to show up at your funeral? That's my thought for the day. All right, I'm going to go on mute and enjoy this fabulous ice rink coffee. We'll see you when play starts back up. All right, Ashburn fans, here we are warming up for the second half. Nice long break to let your muscles stiffen up. Fortunately, they give them a decent amount of time to warm up, I think, considering how long the break is. Although not that much. Here we go. For those of you just joining us, or as a brief review, we are up 2-0 against this team. I think they're from New Jersey somewhere. And I'm largely going off of, I think, a comment I overheard and the accents of the parents. So, who occasionally have been mouthing off a little bit. As you'd expect people from Jersey to do.
Wendy's supposed to go to political and choose all those elements for Trump is the first president of Nevada. And over a century. That's just Biden and stuff. She's very, very
Looks like Shane Spinetti will line up for the face-off the second half. Again, this format, we are playing 2 25-minute halves. Shane takes the face-off, the puck bounces long into white territory, where Landon, I don't have my glasses on again, play stops there. I think the puck popped up and landed on top of the net, I believe. We'll try that one again. Same kids out there. Shane Spinetti takes a drop. He hands it back to Landon. Landon tries to pass it across to his teammate, but it gets intercepted by White, and he sends it takes it all the way down. Nice pad save by Jamie. Nice lofted save, gloved and then swept around, held onto by Jamie. Her second long wrister from the blue line. Ashburn will send a fresh line out. White stays out. Zach poses knee. Takes face off. Shane Civic, Will Schneider on offense. Jimmy McManus pounds it around. Unfortunately intercepted by White, who's looking for that shot, but bullied the whole time by Colin, doing his job as the defense. Successfully picked up by Zach, passed up to where Will is. He will have to fight for it, and he gets the puck and takes it down. Shot and wide of the net. Picked up on the far side, touched by Shane Civic, but held in by Jimmy McManus. And there's hooking, I think, if I'm seeing the.
There he is.
The puck popped up over the glass. That's what I thought happened at first, and then I saw the official making hand gestures that looked like the hooking motion. All right, Zach takes the face off. It comes back to Colin. Colin will take a moment and pass it up. Tries to intend it for Will, but as it bounces past Will's stick, Zach picks it up. Zach skates behind the net. Shade Sewick coming from the other direction, coming from behind him. Again, whistle and. What was the whistle for? 2 minutes, slashing on Zach. But it looks like one of the White players is also offsetting 5-on-5. So we got 2 slashes, 21 White and 10 Red. Oh, so maybe one of them was holding? I don't know. Either way, offsetting penalties, 5-on-5 play. Tim Butler takes the face off. Paul Allison right there on wing. Tim gets a shot off, deflected by the goalie. Jimmy hands it back up to Tim. Tim will take it across the line, supported by Paul Allison. Joey Greenland on the far side. And a little scramble there. In the corner we can't very well see. White gets it back out into neutral ice. Colin taps it away, hands it back up to Tim. Tim pounds it down to the corner where Joey Greenland will contend to take the puck from them. And Paul Allison coming in somehow just lofts it into the safety net, stops play. I'm not sure why he hit it quite so high, but it went up into the rafters almost. Maybe not quite that bad. I'm exaggerating. Either way, play stop. Tim Butler will take the face off again. Joey and Paul out there on offense. Mason and Spencer on D. Comes back to Joey. Joey taps it back. Looked like intended to Mason, but Mason just faded back and let White take it. Tim brings it up across the line. Nice centering pass to Joey. Joey tries to get a shot off. Defense is right there in front, skating in front of him, and can't quite get that shot. Scrambling in the corner, that's Tim and Joey. Joey takes it behind the net, looks for the wrap, looks for the pass. I think he ends up dropping it. I think he thought somebody was behind him. I'm not sure how well you guys can see. I can't see that great. Scramble there, and play stops. I think covered by the goalie. We'll send fresh line out there. Looks like there may be a few personnel changes on the White side too. At least fresh offensive line. I think Mason was already out there. Was that true? Mason and Spencer on D. Jack and Grayson and Joe Chiavolino on offense. Puck gets squirted all the way down. Spencer picks it up, tries to pass it up to Jack, comes across. Mason will pick it up, takes it behind the net, looking for the pass, just outskates the White player who's chasing him. Loses an edge, falls down on his knees twice, I think. Mason skates it almost up into the slot before it gets sticked away. White lofts it down, Spencer will chase it. He's going to get their first drop pass back to Shane, or is that Joe? That's Joe. Puck played behind the net by the White goalie, who just leaves it there for teammates. It's going to come squirting all the way down. Jamie has to play. He sticks it away back up to Spencer. Spencer gets in front of the puck and has to go back for it. Hands back to Mason. Mason long, intended for Jack. Jack just out of his reach. White fires it, either pad or stick save, I'm not sure which, by Jamie. From a naked shot from the blue line. Jamie plays it back behind his own net, sends it back around to Spencer, just in time to get reset. Pad save out. Another shot bouncing wide of the net. This time Zach Marshall will get there in time. And tries to pass it up to Shane Spadetti. Shane picks it up, takes it across the line, loses an edge and goes down to his knees. It's going to come all the way back. Noah Robinson will play it close to center ice. He sends it up to teammate Landon Street. Does not get clean possession. White sends it all the way down. Jamie plays it, hands it to Noah. Noah up to Zach Marshall. White sticks it down. Noah will pick it up. He lost it this time into center ice, off the boards, and almost intercepted by Shane Spadetti. 88 White picks it up, fires. Wide of the net, I guess. I blinked. So it was fast one. Past Landon, all the way down, and icing. So we will reset with Zach Posesny's line. Shane Siwick, and Will Schneider on offense. It's going to come along. Will Schneider will race to get there, gets past him. He almost got a stick on it, but it will be icing. So we'll try that one again. For those who are reviewing, we are still up 2-0 over this team from New Jersey somewhere. 20 minutes on the clock left in the second half. We are playing 25-minute halves rather than that's whatever the normal format is here in this EJ showcase. Zach Posesny took the face off. White ended up with possession. They loft it high, drops down in front of Jamie's net. Sticked away by Dylan Osterberg. And I think Jamie backed into the net, knocked it off the pegs. And that's why they stopped play. Zach Posesny takes the face off, hands it back to teammate Dylan Osterberg, who sticks it around to Noah. Noah fires it long to Shane Siwick. hands it to Zach, skates it down, shot, wide of the net, or possibly deflected by the goalie, I'm not sure. It's hard, you can't hear stuff here. That's poses his knee behind the net. He's got the puck, looking, rotates it around, fires, wide of the net. Dylan Osterberg along the boards, plays it, and looks like Dylan's still contending with it. I thought it. Nice shot by Zach. I think by Zach, but saved by the goalie. Oh, no, sorry, no, it was a goal. I heard people clapping. I couldn't tell they were clapping for the. It looked like the goalie passed it back out. So, scoreboard. There we go. I was gonna say the scoreboard still says 2-0. There now says 3-0. So we are up 3-0. Sorry for the poor narration there. I didn't see the referee's signal. I saw the boys skating back to what looked like some of them down there. I think maybe some of them didn't know what happened either. I'm not sure. They probably know. Just me that's clueless. All right, Tim Butler took his face off. White's going to come up with it. They're scrambling. Feeling a little pressure now. Paul Allison picks it up, skates it through. Took the puck right in between the legs of the White player. Took a shot. Goalie has it, I believe. Yeah. Nice play on Paul. Glad to see he's back at full form after his hard hit he took earlier. Tim Butler with a face-off. It's going to come back. Stopped by Jimmy McManus. Bounce pass off the boards to Joey, I think. Joey fires it. Deflected by the goalie. Tim Butler fires it. I think ends up wide. Paul Allison picks up possession. Cross pass to Joey. Joey fires into the chest of the goalie. Comes back down. Joey will pick it up again. Hands it off to Tim. Tim takes it behind the net. Drop pass back. Deflected. Kicked out by one of the White defenders. Jimmy takes it down along the boards, eventually gives up, passes it around to Colin on the far side. Colin takes it down along, that's something similar except the opposite direction. It's going to come all the way around. Jimmy will pick it, tries to hit it at the point, and now there is a foot race to get there. Colin just outskates the White player and gets there first. And the White player, literally had a 2-foot head start when they started running. And once he realized he had to race, Colin just poured on the speed and got there first. That was nice. So there was a shot there and saved by Jamie. All right, nice pass up to Grayson. Grayson lost control, got sticked away, but he gets it back, passes it right into Jack in the slot. Backhanded and saved by the goalie. White comes up with possession. Mason to Jack. Jack can't quite hold on to it. Mason chases it back behind Jamie's net, almost a little off to the side. Paul Allison. I'm sorry, no, that's Joe Schiavolino, I believe. Up to Grayson. Puck's skittering. Grayson takes it in across the center. Blech. Mouth not working. Nice shot fired by Grayson Cantarella and held by the goalie. 17 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock in the second half. Joe Schiavolino. Jack Klein gets past Jack. Right, White comes up with possession. They will dump it down. Joe will race to get there first, right behind Jamie's net. Jack Klein fires it across to Grayson, tries to pass it to Joe. And there's a tripping call, I believe, against White, I think. The official is telling. I think there's some dispute on the white team about who the penalty should have been on. The one player knew he was the one who did it, and the official was telling him something else. Either that or I don't know what just happened. Or the official may have been saying, "I don't care who goes, so one of you go." All right, that's Noah passing to Landon. Landon hesitating, looking for a nice pass, skating it in, just kind of nice shuffling motion. And there's a shot from the far side. I think it was Dylan who was in close, covered by the goalie. Minute 40 left on the penalty, on the power play. Shane Spadetti takes the face off. Let's see here, who's got it? That's Dylan alongside. White manages to just stick it way long. Played by Jamie Manning. Hands it to teammate. Noah, I think. Noah around the boards up to Landon. Landon, long cross to Shane. A little too crisp, maybe. Shane had to chase it. Hands it back to Dylan, who I think got a shot off. Shot deflected super long. And then Robinson picks it up. Long cross to Shane. Shane on the far side takes it into the zone. Fights to skate it in close. There's a scramble there where we can't see it. I think Dylan sending it around the boards. And it's in, I believe. This coach on the white team is standing where I'm just kind of blocking my view here, so I lost track of that one. But we are now 4-0 on the scoreboard. Sorry, I guess maybe I should stand up for those and shoot over this guy. I mean, it's his right to stand there. I can't blame him. He is the coach of the other team. But, get the hell out of my view, man. All right, Zach Poston took the drop. It's going to come back. Colin Colden will get it in our defensive zone. Twice, he fired it out. They sent it back in. He's got it again. This time he'll skate it around. And tried to take it through. Got away from him. Handed off to Will. I'm not sure which. Colin comes from the other direction. Shane Suick gets in there. And then Zach. It's just like one after the other. I think they're calling that offsides as it came out and went back in. Even though Zach had it, that seems... I don't know why that would have been an offsides call, but looks like that's what they did. I thought it was only offsides if White had possession of it. Colin sends it around to Shane. Shane stops it, hands it up to Zach. Zach, nice long crisp pass to Will, who finds the back of the net and makes it look easy. 1, 2, 3. That will put the score at 5-0. With 14 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second half. Zach hands it back to Jimmy, I'm sorry. Not Jamie. Jimmy and Jamie. Zach skates it down. Goalie's out of position. He thought he had it, and they're calling no goal. They stopped play. I'm not sure why they stopped play. Possibly the goalie kicked the net off or something. Tim Butler lines up the face-off. Paul and Joey out there on wing. Paul's got it, fires, winds up to fire, ends up holding it. It's going to pass it to Joey. Joey takes the shot, goalie will catch and hold. That was nice. That was some nice moves. Nice crisp connection between Paul and Joey. And Joey just having not hesitating a beat before he got that shot off. Tim, or only a half a beat. Tim took the face off, and White ended up with it. They pass it out. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. But there's a white player climbing into the penalty box. Two minutes on the clock. It looks like we will have another power play. Sorry I missed whatever that was. Tim took the face off. It's white. Pounds it down long. Mason will race for it. Sends it around to Spencer. Spencer spins back to Mason. Mason finds Joey and neutralized, hands it to Tim. Tim gets shouldered aside. Off the boards, it's going to come back. Mason across to Spencer. Spencer hesitates long enough for make sure his teammates are out of the zone before he pounds it into the far corner. Tim, Mason. There's Paul, he's got it. Skating around under defensive pressure the whole time. Come on, pass it to your teammate. You got that much pressure on you. There you go. There's Tim to Spencer, pass him up to, who is that over there? Joey, I think. Mason, pass from Spencer. Mason fires it. It's going to come all the way around. Spencer has to go chase it. He's not showing, he's going to get there first, but he then passes to Mason. Mason was showing more speed than Spencer was. You know, he might be tired. They've played a lot of hockey this morning. Paul takes it behind the net, hits the brakes, turns it around, dragging out the defenseman or the white player who's trying to do it. Just skates through the lines like they're not even there. And then the defenseman comes from the other direction, stops him up. Tim tried to get a shot off, and it is covered by the goalie. 38 seconds left on the power play. 12 minutes, 53 left. You can just turn the camera slightly whilst the play is stopped. You can see the scoreboard yourself. 5-0 on the scoreboard. 12 seconds, 53 seconds left to play in the second half. I think it was Joey took the face off. No, sorry, Shane Spidetti. I was surprised that, Joey's not usually the center. Shane, on the other hand, usually is. They're both about the same height, and they both have numbers that end in 7. So sometimes, as I look, and of course I'm used to seeing, since Shane is new to the team this year, from my perspective, I sometimes make a bad assumption. I see that 7 on the jersey. All right, White comes up with possession after the drop. They try to do a clever drop pass, but Jack gets it, and Jack tries to do something clever, loses it though, and Shane from behind him takes the shot, ends up wide of the net. Grayson almost tries to do something fancy and skates it out of the zone, which would have been tragic. Unforced error, but he, last second, pulls it off, and after some scrambling, Grayson gets a stick on it and finds the back of the net, and will make the score 6-0. I think the assist probably goes to Shane, I'm not sure. Passed out to him by one of his teammates. He was in the right place at the right time. A little back and forth. He had it, lost it, teammate hands it back to him, and he pounded it in. 12 minutes, 4 seconds left to play. I'm not sure what the mercy rules are for, the timekeeper is, in front of me, I can see out of the corner of my eye is looking for confirmation that he should do a running clock concerning the 6 points differential. All right, there's Shane Spidetti. Receiving a pass, sends it down long. He will then chase it back behind the net. Landon from the other side takes it. He tries to do a little wrap, and it's in. And we are now at 7-0 and running the clock. That'll make this go faster. I think White's starting to get a little disappointed. They're no longer showing. I think they're discouraged. All right, Zach took the face-off, hands it back to Jimmy. Jimmy passes it up to Shane. Shane takes it across the line, hands it over to Zach. Zach backhands it into the goalie's glove, who will hold on to it.
Oh, that's a good looking fish. That is a good looking fish.
Same line. Zach takes the drop. Shane and Will out there. Shane's Suick. Jimmy sends it back around the net. Will skates it around and hands it across to Shane at the back door, who hits it, and the score will, I think, now go to 8-0. White's calling a timeout, I believe. I was kind of astonished by how high my my utility bill was. I was grumbling about it to my dad, who sent me a card that said "Get well soon." I was in an argument with my daughter. She threw a Kleenex at me. I suffered minor tissue damage. It's a good thing we're running clock, because I guess it doesn't matter. I'm running out of jokes. Of course, I didn't even have any lined up for the first couple games, so anything funny I said was just completely accidental. Tim Butler takes face off. Puck comes back to Jimmy. Jimmy tries to backhand it out of the zone. Gets stopped by White as they're coming in. Jimmy will pick it up, though, and take it back out. He ends up dropping it back to Joey. Paul. Nice pass up to Paul Allison. He will skate. Nice circle around the net. Hands to Joey. Joey takes a shot. Deflected by the goalie. Joey will pick up the rebound. Try it again. Lines it up. Fires. And over the goalie's shoulder, who reaches for it and misses it. That'll put the score at 9-0. Yeah. That poor goalie is taking a beating, is off his game. I do not see another goalie on their bench. These guys have a short bench. I'm looking at how many players they have, Joe Ciavallino takes the drop, hands it out to Mason. Mason crosses Spencer. Spencer skating through under pressure the whole way. Drops it back to Mason. Mason up to Joe Ciavallino. Joe pass intended for Grayson, I think, but somehow got a little bit in front of him. White ends up with possession. Joe Ciavallino fights mightily to keep it in the zone. It looks like White brings it out. They're going to send it long. Jack Klein races to get there in time. White comes up with possession, but under significant pressure, there's a tussle along the boards on who's going to come up with it. Puck squirts out. Joe Ciavallino is racing to get there. He almost got there in time to avoid the icing call.
I just see the Scooby-Doo legs.
Described by a nearby parent as Scooby-Doo legs, as he tried to accelerate to get there in time. That's for a game that you're up 9-0, that's a lot of energy to show. He's working hard still. Appreciate that.
He had that 6 foot tall height. He down the right.
Shane takes face off, hands back to Mason. Mason around to Spencer. Spencer tries to send it back to Mason, and there's a little scramble. They're right close to Jamie's net. It's gonna come shooting out to Shane, who gets shouldered down, but manages to get it past to his teammate Landon and sends to Spencer. Spencer gets a shot off it, deflected by the goalie. White defense taps it away. Mason will skate down to go get it. Takes it behind the net, hits the brakes, turns it around, sends it back the other way. White player coming at the point, stops at the blue line. It comes back to Mason. He fires it around to the other side. And play stopped. I think puck went out of bounds. Either that or it was an offsides call. Sorry for the.
He knows you're talking to him. Yeah.
Zach took the face off, closed his knee. It's going to come around. That's Noah Robinson on defense. Shot sticked away by Jamie. That was like one of the most solid chances that they have had all game. Nice pass up to Will. Shoots. Goalie saves it. Sorry for the. That coach is just standing in the way.
He got a pass from Shane. He is.
Hey Dan,
They all have two.
my wife says the game is muted.
I'll work on that.
Okay,
They do it for the
said
commentary.
she's
Dan.
missing the commentary.
Yeah, I know.
I'm listening to the commentary.
Amy was upset yesterday. She couldn't hear the commentary.
All right. Can you guys hear me? Somebody in the comments say something. This app is terrible. Like the user interface. I need to really learn which is it's one of these things where it changes color when you touch the button, and I lose track of which one is muted and which one isn't. Muted. Okay, so I think I got it. Okay. I think I figured this out. I'm really sorry. All right. So we're less than a minute to go, and we're up 10-0. Paul Allison touches it, hands it to Noah. Long pass to Joey. White will pick it up behind their own net. They try to pass it out. They're looking a little dispirited, although still showing some signs of energy. They're not giving up, but I don't think they're playing their A game either. I definitely observed that it seems like I think our guys' strategy sometimes when it gets to this kind of differential changes, and they're more looking about putting one in for themselves than teamwork. All right, there's Paul Allison. He skates it around, does a nice rotation, shoots a little bit wide of the net, picked up by Joey Greenland. Joey will skate around, passes to Paul. Paul fires deflected by somebody's stick, pops up high. Noah will try to pick it up and neutralize number 72 White, who's skating through, who gets kind of boxed up, and time will run out. All right, we will finish this one with 10-0 on the scoreboard. 47 shots to their 19. And we will see you all this evening. I believe the game was, at least on the calendar, looked like it was 6 p.m. I believe it's actually 5:45, if I recall. Luke should be in net. It's against another Long Island team. So we've done well this particular tournament. And so I should say all the YouTube things, like don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been sponsored by LastPass or NordVPN or Brilliant or Skillshare. I don't know. I'm not actually sponsored by anyone. I'm just so used to seeing those kinds of things on YouTube. Don't forget to be awesome, and we will we'll pick it back up this afternoon. Try to find something interesting to do if you're in the Aston, Pennsylvania area, because we had a nice long break. Maybe get some sleep, and appreciate. I will do a test stream and write myself a note as to which is the right way, so I don't screw up the muting again. I really apologize, and you get what you pay for. I'll try to do better. All right. Have a great afternoon, morning, whatever your day is. We'll see you this afternoon.